The mic is dead. Long live the mic. Oh, the mic is on. Okay, so I don't know what you heard or didn't hear, so I'll start over. Welcome back to Photography Schoolhouse. I'm Kerry Allen, known as Big T. A long story why that's true, but tonight we're doing part 2 of the Creative Camera Series. And I just want to, for those who didn't see part 1, let me just explain what the Creative Camera Series is all about. What we want to do for photographers, and myself, is constantly push ourselves into new things that we haven't done before. But not just abstracts for the art world. I'm talking about things that we could learn to do or ideas that we can generate that we can actually incorporate in our day-to-day photography and sell to customers. So that's kind of the plan behind the Creative Camera Series. Now last week, or I guess it was 2 weeks ago, we had a really great Creative Camera number 1. In fact, one of the images was really kind of outstanding. In fact, what I've done is I've sent the image out to an artist to paint it, hand paint it. So I'm anxious to see how he converts that image. The image itself, just all on its own, was pretty darn good. Not to brag, but it's all the model. It's nothing to do with me. And the camera, you know, got a good camera, has nothing to do with the photographer. Anyways, so want to welcome guest 212 back. Keith, let me just look, there's some questions here. The wedding, yeah, okay, you say the wedding business. I think what you mean is the wedding webinar series. I canceled that for lack of interest. Not from me, but people just didn't sign up. We had, or if they signed up, they weren't responding. And it's a lot of work to put that series on. It's a huge series, a lot of prep, and it's just not worth doing it unless you've got sufficient numbers to warrant it. Well, part of that might be my fault because I didn't get the promo out early enough. It was kind of late getting out, so I don't think a lot of people even knew it. So we are going to restart that series probably sometime in April. It's on a different night. We'll be doing that on Monday nights. Our ditto cams, as you know, are always on Tuesday nights. So look for the promo. I'll make sure we get the promo out good and early because this is different from the one we did last year. I've added a lot of new material to it. So anyways, that's that. Tonight, we have a brand new model with us. Alicia, come on out, Alicia. And we've got another custom wardrobe set up that we had made. Not the black outfit. What do they call that? A body suit?
Bodysuit.
Bodysuit. As I lose my microphone. Not just from one camera, maybe you can't see it from any camera, but there's a strip light on each side of her. And the strip lights, if we can, camera 2 could probably see this one. It's got an egg crate in it. So we're going to be, the problem with that is, if she looks at the camera, it's going to leave a shadow down the center of her face, which we don't want. So we're going to use our third light, which is a low-powered light with a 3-degree honeycomb grid on it. And we're going to use that to illuminate the face, just in case we have shadow problems. So we'll see how that goes. So we're going to get started. I'm going to just move this out of the way. And we're going to take a couple of test shots. And just for exposure purposes, let's see where we are. Okay. That's not right. It means you got to turn on the transmitter. No flash.
Yep.
Okay, that's not very good. So that's the RX2. Let's cut down the RX2 quite a bit. Okay. And the 4 needs to come up a little bit. That might be too much. Let me try again. No flash. Is this flashing? Is that light flashing?
Yes.
Okay. Why did it get so dark? Okay, now, I want the background dark like that. And you can see the problem with the strip lights. It gives us nice accents and shape to the body, but it leaves a shadow on her face. So this is where we're going to bring in our third light. Tell me when it looks like this light is pointing right at your face, Alicia. I can't do it. Oh. Why isn't it on? It says it's on.
No, it's on.
Oh, that's better. That's probably way too hot. I'm going to cut this down a bit. Okay, let's see if that solved that problem. Just a little bit of aim. Now, you know, with the 3-degree honeycomb, it's a very, very fine honeycomb. You have to special order these. They didn't make them for years and years. Thankfully, they've resumed production on them. It's made by Speedotron. But even that, nobody keeps them in stock. So you've got to order one and then wait 100 years for it to come in. Nothing better. I have 2 of them. Dave has 2 of them. We've cornered the market on 3-degree honeycombs. Okay. Switch mic. Oh boy. Okay. Check, check. New microphone. I'm not going to hook it up. It's just going to have to dangle in front of me. Yeah, I may need you as the 3 degrees driver. Welcome to Dave, the driver of the 3 degree. Okay, so Alicia, we're going to start by having you turn kind of towards that light. Turn your whole body like that. Take your right leg forward like you're taking a little step. And then I'll try and move over this way a little bit. Back up to the other light a touch. Now, just turn your head back to the camera. Let's take a test shot there. It is a little hot, so we're going to cut that down. Now, with a light like this, I've got my lowest powered light. This is a 100 watt second light. Something didn't fire. And we're starting to get there. Yeah. What I also want to do is narrow down the headband because it's covering too much of your hair. Now I'm intentionally letting the background go dark. In fact, here it's almost black. Camera. It's not really black. There is some detail in it, which is good. It's pretty much the way I want it. Okay, let's try that same pose again. We're going to take it 2 or 3 times. Yeah, I think so. So we've got a 100 watt second face light down around, what is it?
Nothing.
Yeah, down to practically nothing. But watch what happens if we turn it off. So you see the important role that it's playing, as low as it is. This light right now is probably at about 6 watt seconds. Can you just move the chat dialog over so I can see it? Okay. Well, hopefully the sound is getting better now. These are good quality mics. I paid a lot for them, but we seem to have trouble with them. So we're back on, and we'll go back into a shot. And there you see all the difference. Now, I'm looking at the black corset, and the question is going to be whether or not we have detail in the corset. And according to the histogram, we're going to need to up the exposure a little bit. But there is detail, but I just want more. So let's try this. Yeah, no, that's actually kind of okay. According to the histogram, we are not clipping the whites, and we're not clipping the blacks, although obviously it's heavily oriented to the dark side of the histogram. Luke, stay away from the dark side. Okay, I want you to switch the bracelets to the other wrist. And we picked these earrings because they kind of match. They're blue tinge, they go with the blue. But we're probably going to switch the earrings too. Let's try a couple with this now. Turn more to the light, body back a little bit, right there. And then now the other thing, let's move the headpiece so it's on, flowers are on the other side. So we'll just have to flip it. They're not flowers, they're whatever that is. The decoration is on the other side. Now, she's also looking at the top of the photo, so I'm concerned about hair detail. Studio monitor, just television, is very, very contrasting. It'll look much better on the back of my camera. So let's try this again. Nice. More turn away from me, turn to that light, and then your head back. Do, 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 do. Nice. Now, here's what I want to try. You know me and wind. I like it when the wind blows. So what I'm going to try is putting this fan way over here. Not so good. I want to catch a little bit of action in the train without it blowing too much. try that.
Do you want me to fluff it out more?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Good. Yeah. Let me try one thing. Change that by half a step. We're getting too much shadow on her face from the decorations. Just rotate the headband a little bit. And your hair on that side of your face. See if you can tuck it back. Okie dokie, that's working out. Come towards me. We're not really getting the fan act. There we go. Got some action going on now. Now, when I had her half step towards me, of course, that changed the dynamics of the lighting totally. So let's try it one more time. Really get the light on her face. Okay, so take a half step away from me. Same pose. I just want to get the exact lighting that we want. It's actually a little better right there. I'm going to turn down the RX2 in intensity a little bit. That's better. Now notice on her leg we got a highlight down the front and back and a shadow down the center, which is exactly what I want. When I go into retouching with that, I'm going to use dodge and burn to enhance that detail. Good. That's a good one. Hey Dave, you want to try a couple of shots? Just lock her down. Says the video camera's out of focus. I was at 200 ISO, 4.5, 125. Oops, I just sat on your jewelry. We are planning to tether the Hasselblad. In fact, we were going to do it tonight, but we're a little short-handed tonight. So we'll just have to wait for next time. Curl your left hand up to the shoulder. Left. Other left, yep. Drop your chin a little bit. Close lips. Don't touch your chin, just drop your chin. The hand can go over more by the shoulder. Okay. I'll try something different. probably my fault because I get in front of the video camera. Okay, a couple more. So back up, curl that hand up. The bend with your hand on the hip is good. Doesn't have to be straight. A little lower. And, yeah, closed lips. Oh, kind of almost a little saucy smile, like. Okay. If you can, I don't know if you can reach it. Can you get to the stool that's in behind that chair? No? Yeah. All right.
I can probably grab it.
I meant to bring that out before and then didn't. Yes, 696. Is it any better, or are we still having focus issues? Is the 3 degree like a snoot? It is in a little way. More controllable, I think, than a snoot, but if you didn't have a 3 degree, you could certainly try a snoot. The angle, like she's a good 6 feet away from that 3 degree light, and still, even at 6 feet, it's only illuminating her face. It's not even touching her shoulders or even her neck to any great degree. Yeah. So that's a snoot. You would probably get a much wider dispersion pattern than you would with a 3 degree. Could we use the modeling light, just the modeling light with the 3 degree? Probably. The trouble is, aiming it at that point becomes a nightmare because it's so fine that you can't really see where the light is pointing. Okay, Keith, we'll give that a shot. I haven't done any horizontal, so if you can just kick that stool over to one side for a second, we're going to try a couple more shots. And then, yeah, hit the pose, that 1 foot forward. No, more turn, that same pose. I'm just going to take a different format. Do me a favor, kick that stool into the corner more.
Yeah.
These are normally all the things Marianne would do. I'm going to do, of course the flash didn't go. Just so you kind of get a sense of the overall. And then just a head. Well, that's interesting. It's 3 degree only. It's kind of cool in its own way. Okay. I like it better, but the facial expression I'm getting with those is kind of disapproval. Or a little bit too pouty. Not really going for pout at this point. I'm going more for contentment. Okay. Same money. Too smiley. Drop your chin. Oh, Okay, let's bring the stool back in. Just slide that in if you would. And bring it right in front of the fan, and I'm going to have you sit facing the fan. No, right in the center, but just kind of in the same line.
And have me facing the fan?
Yeah, you're facing that way, so the fan should still pick up the train a little bit. Yep. And instead of, I don't want you to kind of slouch back like that. Be forward. No, lean forward.
Be forward?
And straight back. Toot, toot, toot. And then bring your hands down. More like that. Yep. Slow turn. Just swivel the stool towards me. Yep. More swivel to me. Glance down at the floor, down at that stool over there. Good, good, good. Now just turn your face slowly to me. Okay, I'm going to change one thing with the hairpiece. It's covering too much of your face. Can we turn the entire thing upside down? Like take it off and put it on so that the longer piece goes up instead of down. Or are they both the same size? Because they look different a second ago.
I think they're both.
Here, let's see this.
One looks
Yeah, one is bigger than the other.
Okay,
so
so
we want
flip it
this. Ooh.
I know it's confusing, eh?
All right.
Yeah.
Fine.
So this
That's
side?
fine. Try
This
try the other side.
Okay.
Looks like a little bit like a flapper thing from the 20s. And if I hand you these, can you change your ring? She's too young. She won't. Flapper is.
Yeah, I have no idea what that
Yeah.
was.
Back in the 1920s, it was the popular look of the day.
Oh, yeah? I wouldn't mind wearing this on my head all day. It doesn't bug me at all.
Her hair is lost in the background. Is there another light set up? Scratch that. Okay, sorry. Now, you know, all of this stuff with creative camera is experimental. It's not like we've perfected this in advance. You're here during the experimental phase. The thing about experimenting is sometimes you mess up. But you can't be afraid to try anyways. Let's just check our lighting. Okay, I'm going to open this up a little bit. So we are getting separation with the hair. It's hard to see if I'm getting separation with or detail in the black. Let me just check this. Sorry, I just want to make sure that the black isn't blocked right out. And it's not. There's detail. So I'm okay with that. Now, one earring is kind of buried in hair. Let's try and bring it out a little bit. The other side. Yeah. Bring it back around your ear like so. Good. Okay, try looking, turn your body more towards the camera and look off to the side a little bit. Drop your chin. Eyes over here, just your eyes. Eyes to the floor. Close your eyes totally. Open them, and then just your eyes back to the camera. Close your lips. Little hint of a smile, like you're planning something, you're up to something. And you're not going to tell anybody. No, that's all right. Okay, I'm going to get you standing again for a second. And just kick the stool out somewhere off to the side. And I want to take... Can you just grab the train? You're not going to believe this. I want just train only. Just feather it out. Nobody's going to know why I'm doing this until they see the final image. Because the camera won't focus. Okay, Canon, figure this one out. How do you focus on that stuff? I know how we do it. Not enough light. Stand over there a little bit. Very dark and filmy. I'm actually shooting a background that I'm going to edit into the picture. Let's try a few more of those and just try and change the flow of the material a little bit. Keep it flowing. Flowing, flowing, flowing. I like that one. So I can't get the camera to focus on the material, so what I'm doing is I'm focusing on her bracelets and then realigning. Cool, that'll work. Okay, got that. Let's bring the stool back. When I have you sit like you were before, only more facing the camera this time, off right towards me. Now, just bring your hands aren't even going to be in the shot, but I don't want them dangling like that. I want a little bend in the elbows like you're doing now. I believe this is a flapper head shot. Okay. And again. Shove the stool back 6 inches or so. Okay, let's try it again. Okay, turn more to me, straight in. Keep turning your whole body. Normally we don't shoot like this, but this is all part of experimenting. Again, it's looking more contrasty on our in-studio monitor, but the camera says it's A-OK. It is dark, but I wanted it dark. The trouble with having an in-studio monitor, every time I click the shutter, the model wants to look at the monitor and see how the picture turned out. Which is why we don't really do this during customer sessions. That one's mean, like you're going to tear somebody's head off. Okay, do you want to try some headshots today? Just get this out of the way. Can I see the chat dialogue again, Trav? Yep. S212, as usual, is correct. Trying not to sit on her jewelry.
It's okay.
I sat on that one. That was quite a treat.
Drop your hand down a little bit. Same pose. I'm just trying to get a different angle and drop your shoulder down a little bit. That's it. And just move your hand backwards a little bit. Start to turn a little bit. Stop. And just get you to turn your face towards here. And just come back a little towards me, a little more. And start to rotate a little more towards me. Stop right there. A little more. A little more. A little more. Stop right there. Back towards me. That's nice.
And you at home can't see it. No. Because we haven't tethered the Hasselblad yet. Okay, you just check the questions. 1920s, yeah, we're still there. Just give me a second. Okay, we're going to try something. That was a bit of earring. Okay, yeah, don't sit on that. Spin towards the other way. I'm going to kill this light. I just want to try a couple of test shots first. Okay, instead of eye contact to the camera, look at the corner of the stool. Turn your head slowly towards that light. Come back a little bit. So I'm going for contrasty shadows on purpose, but this is more of a Rembrandt style lighting. And I'm kind of good with that. So what I want you to do is spin your shoulders to the camera, but keep your head at kind of the same angle. So head down, aim that way, Now, focus on a spot over there. Now just turn your body this way. Keep your head that way. Don't move your head, just your body. It's good practice for you. Okay. No, too far. Come back, come back, come back, come back. Freeze. Now just look there. Now lift your eyes to the camera. Let's see how our Rembrandt lighting is doing. Yep. Now, Dave, can you grab that reflector? Here's what we're going to try. I want to bring some life into her eyes. Because the eyes, pupils are a little dead right there. So let's try that. Find. Yeah, would you please? Just try and find her face. There's a spot there. There it is. Let's try that. Okay. Move your head more like we did before. Eyes back this way. Okay. Monitor again is not telling me the truth, so let me check on the camera. Okay, well, it looks not so bad on the camera. We're going to try again. So slowly turn your body to the reflector. Now on your head a little bit more. Yeah. Not very much. It's subtle. Now we're using the silver side of the reflector to try and pick up as much specularity as we can. But I'm still not quite happy. I'm going to try a little thing here. Still not happy. I have an idea. Stay there, Dave.
This?
Yep.
Okay.
Where's it aiming?
Hit my hand, I guess.
I'm going to bump the power a little bit. Okay, somewhere in there. Oh, there it is. Let's try that. See if you can bounce that into her face, into her eyes. Here we go. Okay, I want that turn off to the side. Oh, that's a good one. It's going on the site for sure.
That's going on the site.
That's going on Facebook, yeah. Yeah, gotta do. Okay.
Face this way, eyes back.
Yeah, let's try and feather that so it's not entirely lighting her face. I still want to see the Rembrandt part of it.
Okay, so just a little bit of feather?
Yeah, a little bit of feather on it.
I think I got too much.
Yeah.
Just as you
I may have bumped this up too much.
Yeah.
Let me bump it down. The fun point of experimenting. There we get more of a Rembrandt-y look. Let your eyes drop. Straighten the back though. And lean forward.
kind of lost the finger.
Yeah, it's okay. Turn your head slowly to the light, to the strip light. That's okay. Let's kill the reflector and let's rip the honeycombs out of the strip light. Okay, you just see how this has changed things. I'm standing on the tether.
The lights.
Yeah. That's okay. No flash. Okay, again, a little softening over that way. See, yeah, on the camera that's not nearly as dark as it is on the studio monitor. I just want to zoom in and make sure of my facts. Yeah, that cheek on the monitor looks almost black, but it's not really. Good detail in the hair. Blue headpiece could come up a little bit maybe. Oops. Yeah. Now, if you're not familiar with Rembrandt lighting, that little triangle of light on her left cheek is usually kind of associated with Rembrandt lighting, or short lighting. You can call it short lighting too. Yeah, got to let your head turn a little bit to the light. Okay, Dave, you want some of these? I can't remember where I wound up. Let me just look. 125, 50, 200. F5, I mean by 50.
Move your hand, just the hand to the back a little bit. Back, yeah. One more. Yeah, that's it. Just relax. Okay, just and then just let it go.
Are you getting back further? Is that the plan?
No, I'm done.
Oh, you're done. Okay. Well, I think we're going to wrap it up. What I'm going to do is workflow these images like I did last week and post them up to Facebook so you can see the result after they're gone through the workflow process. I have a couple of very specific ideas in mind as to how I want the finished image to look. So again, the important thing here, I don't think camera 2 can see me. No, it doesn't matter. They don't need to see me. She's prettier. The important thing with the Creative Camera Series is to be able to incorporate this into our normal work that we would offer to customers. So the outfit itself, all of the shear material and the assembly and bits and pieces that hold it all together and a couple of feathers, including the labor to do it, she only asked for $20 for the whole thing. So it's not like it's an expensive thing. And it's an elastic headband, it fits all sizes, and it's just a pin at the back to attach the train to whatever they happen to be wearing. So this is something you could do in a boudoir session, and it takes 5 extra minutes. Now, we spent an hour doing this, but that's not the plan. We'd want to do it in real life, a very short period of time, because we're only looking for 1, maybe 2 shots out of the whole series. So with that, I think we're going to wrap it up for tonight. See if there's any last-minute questions. Camera 1, camera 3, camera 1, camera 2. I have no camera.
No, camera 1.
Camera 1. So, any last-minute questions? Keith says, okay, they want to see how the train is attached. Can you stand up for a second and maybe camera 2 can see it? Just turn your back to the camera. Camera 1. And so all it is, here I'll take this, it's a little hook that she's sewn into the material. She's gathered the material, sewn a little hook, so it can hook on. In this case, her garment had the perfect place for it to hook on. But she also put a pin, so some garments may not have it. You've got a pin there that you can just pin it in the appropriate place on the garment. Did y'all see that? That's good. You can have that back for a second. So creative camera number 2, I'm going to post the images as I said. Creative camera number 1, we got some really cool stuff I'm very happy with. I think we're going to have some really cool stuff out of this too. So till next time, watch on Facebook where I'm going to post the images. Oh, let's have some of that. Gold membership. I know a couple of you tonight are members of the gold membership program. I don't know if we have that slide, Travis. Don't worry about it. And just go to pshgold.com. Now, we do these broadcasts for free, live, but the recordings are only available to gold members along with a mountain of other stuff. We have a promotion on right now. If you scroll down on that, some of the other stuff, the marketing calendars, all sorts of benefits to being a gold member. Keep going. Some of our other presenters, it's not always me. And if you look at the sale, we have a sale in conjunction with WPPI where we're offering gold memberships at $99.95 a year. The regular price is $179.95. And in addition to that, you're going to get a mountain of bonus products. It says $200. We added more stuff. It's more like $400 now. And that's a year membership. If you don't want to go for a year, you can go monthly at $19.95, but you don't get the freebies. So really, we've stacked it so that you want to go for the annual membership, of course. There is a bronze membership, which is brand new. We've never had that before. Obviously, you don't get access to everything, but it's a good way to join the community and see some things and have the marketing calendar. And that's just $9.95 a month. So if you want to go to pshgold.com, gold members are what fund the whole thing. Photography Schoolhouse is a non-profit. Accidentally, wasn't supposed to be, but this is what keeps the wheels going, so we can do these broadcasts and buy these outfits and pay for all the bills. So hopefully you'll join us. If is there anything else? I think that's it. So we'll see you next time. Watch your emails for Creative Camera number 3. Have a good night, everyone.